Have you ever had a task that should only take a few minutes but somehow you keep postponing it for days? Maybe it's replying to an email, organizing your workspace, studying for an exam, exercising, or starting a project. You know it's important, you know it needs to be done, but instead of taking action, you keep telling yourself, I will do it later. The problem is not laziness, the problem is that your brain sees this task as bigger and harder than it actually is. And that's exactly where the 2 minutes rule comes in. The 2 minutes rule is a simple idea that can help you overcome procrastination and start taking action immediately. The rule is simple. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it right now. Don't schedule it, don't postpone it, don't create reminder, just do it. For example, if you need to reply to a short email, do it immediately. If your bed needs to be made, do it immediately. If there are few dishes in the sink, wash them immediately. These small actions prevent tasks from piling up and becoming overwhelming later. But there is another version of 2 minutes rule that is even more powerful. When you are trying to build a new habit, make the first step take less than 2 minutes. Let's say you want to develop a reading habit. Most people say, I'm going to read for 1 hour every day. That sounds great. But after a few days, life gets busy and the habit disappears. Instead, use the 2 minutes. Tell yourself, I'm only going to read 1 page. That's it, 1 page. If you want to start exercising, don't commit to 1 hour workout. Commit to putting on your workout clothes. If you want to start studying, don't promise yourself 3 hours of focused learning. Promise yourself that you will open the book and study for just 2 minutes. At first, this might sound too simple to make difference, but there is a powerful psychological reason why it's work. Starting is usually the hardest part. Once you begin an activity, continuing becomes much easier. Think about pushing a heavy car. The hardest part is getting it moving. Once you start rolling, maintaining momentum requires much less effort. The same thing happens with your habits and tasks. When you start reading, you often continue reading. When you start exercising, you often completing the workout. When you start working on a project, you often stay focused longer than planned. Action creates momentum, momentum creates consistency, and consistency creates result. Many people wait for motivation before they take action, but motivation is unreliable. Some days you feel motivated, other days you won't. Successful people don't rely on motivation, they rely on systems. And the 2 minutes rule is one of the simplest systems you can use. The next time you're avoiding an important task, don't think about finishing it. Don't think about how long it will take. Don't think about doing it perfectly. Just focus on the first 2 minutes. Open the document, read 1 page, write 1 sentence, put on your shoes, take the first step. Because success doesn't come from giant actions taken once. It comes from small actions repeated consistently. Remember this, you don't have to finish today, you just have to start. And sometimes those first 2 minutes can change everything. What's one task you have been postponing? Comment below.